Hey guys, this is Hades free to play. Guys, back on the free to play account, a lot of you have been saying since my video yesterday, two things actually. They've been saying, I'm burnt. I did the Helicath fusion. I burnt all my resources. There's absolutely no way I can do a second fusion back to back, get this champion that you're telling me is a good champion. That's the first thing I'm hearing. The second thing I'm hearing is, doesn't Hades say every one of these is a great champion? No, I don't actually. I skipped Nari, I skipped Bivald, I skipped Mother Sybil. I do skip some fusions, and I try and say it as I see it. This champion is going to be extremely valuable, especially on my free-to-play. An AoE HP burn is an extremely valuable skill, and if it's an ability that cannot be resisted, that's the thing. Cannot be resisted. It's a great skill for anybody. Will I need it as much on my main account as I do on my free-to-play? Of course not. I've got HP burners coming out my ears on my main account, okay? So it's not like it's everybody must see it as the best champion in the world. What I'm telling you is, on my free-to-play and on anybody who's kind of like progressing through the game and isn't already in Plat Arena, this champion's going to be a big one. So I'm going to tell you in this video how I intend to get it on the free-to-play. So here we are, day 141. Flown by. I've actually just picked up 100 gems. Lovely. I picked up a void shard yesterday as well. So a couple of good days in a row where I am in terms of this. I've also got this 650 energy drop in 5 days time. And the fusion starts in like 5 days time. So this is going to be a great opener for the fusion for me. If I end up getting it, I might end up getting it 1 day early. If I do, that's going to be my bank energy day. I won't use it. I'm going to bank it. But let me talk you through. So we've got a classic fragment champion this time around, not a fusion, a fragment, and that's different. Okay, that's going to be a different type of requirement to what we had with the fusion for Helicath. So first thing we're going to talk about is just basic resource management, and it's going to be similar to what I talked about with the Helicath video. So if you've already seen this type of video, you might be like, this is the same, but it is. I just want to give you context right now. I burnt my resources. Yeah, for Helicath, I was burnt. I was done. I was literally down to like 100 odd gems. I had no silver left at all at one point. I had void shards left actually. I didn't use all of my voids. I had 12. Yeah, and you'll see where I am right now. Look at this. We are now, what? A couple of weeks on from when I got Helicath, I think. Maybe a week and a half. And I am topping up shards. I've not pulled any since. And I'm almost in a better position for shards than I was last time around. So shard count is feeling pretty strong. Why is that? Because Helicath is allowing me to do Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss every day. That's the most significant change that what's happened over the last few days. Yeah, if you look at this, where am I? Free to play. 3T in 83 million, no problem. Easy 3T now. Easy. I'm not that far off a 2T, honestly, with my Clan Boss team now. So, you know, it's really opened the door for me to be able to secure shards. And shards, as I've said in the past, is normally the biggest barrier. Okay, so I don't spend any shards in between. There's a 2 times now on Sacreds. I'm not using it. I'm not 2 times, sorry. There's valuable champions in the mix right now. There was a 2 times last weekend. I didn't pull shards for those on the free-to-play. And that's where I'm at. That's kind of like, you know, that's where you have to be on a free-to-play if you want to make sure you get this stuff done. So shard count, I'm actually a lot more confident this time around than I was last time around. Bearing in mind that you also have, you know, you kind of like monthlies that drop in. This monthly will drop in during the fusion. So this is going to be probably for the second shard event, which means I've got another definite sacred here, definite void here. And obviously you pick up your weekly ancients and your from this, and obviously you pick up your weekly like ancients from the shop here as well. So I've just picked up one from that. But yeah, basically shard count is looking healthier. They've also said that there will be a free gift coming for this kind of summer solstice thing. Now, it doesn't mean they definitely will, by the way. Like, I've not seen any evidence of anything, but if they're telling us there will, I'm just going to put it into your brain right now. If there's a free gift or there's promo codes or a promo code, just remember, a bit like we've just done there with the daily gift, anything energy related or anything around XP boosting, that type of stuff, it can just sit in your mailbox. Let it sit there. Let it fester until you need it. Okay? Just having the kind of energy replenishment stuff in here is really valuable for your account when it gets to these fusions. Because I feel like my barrier to to the new fusion is actually going to be gem count and energy rather than shards this time around. The pendulum swung a bit, and I think that's going to be my challenge. So at this moment in time, I'm not spending a single gem, but I am still going to use my energy. I could just stockpile energy from today. You know, get your login energy, get any kind of freebie energy from the advanced quests and the quests, yeah, and just kind of like stack it. The trouble with that is I waste a lot of energy on a day-to-day basis through stacking it, yeah, because you're not getting the refill going as you go. And I'm also not building resources. So my advice would actually be don't start doing any sort of energy stacking right now, but maybe a couple of days before or a day and a half before, whatever, you start doing a bit of an energy stack. That's probably what I'm going to do on the free-to-play. So that when I come to the actual fusion day, I've got a good like 1,300, 1,500 energy to just smash out the first event that comes through. What I will be doing is completing all available advanced quests and keeping this stuff rolling, getting the refills, getting all of the different stuff here, gems, whatever, on a day-to-day basis. I absolutely have to do that. Yeah. Similarly, I mean, it's an obvious one, but similarly doing the daily quests, so you keep topping up the shard count. I know that I've got another week before this happens, but when the new crossover of the weekly quest comes in, I will not do the ascending and, you know, what have you, the upgrading someone to 4 from that moment on, because I'm going to save those couple of energy refills. Same sort of thing when the monthly, I mean, we're going to be in the fusion when the monthly happens, but if I wasn't, then I would be saving things like the energy refills here for when the fusion drops. So we said about gem counts. I will not spend a single gem between now and when the fragment thing is going live. Like even if it feels like I'm close to stuff, I probably won't spend a single gem. I will not be going hard on any missions. Okay, I will just be doing a grind, and I'll talk you through the grind I'm going to do. But if there's any missions in here, like champion training, whatever, I'll do some champion training. But I won't be like, I need to push incredibly hard to get stuff. Not at this point. I'm going to just be using my daily resources to get myself ready for the fusion. Stuff like Classic Arena, though, absolutely go all in on, because without spending gems, but go all in on, because honestly, you just get some of those extra resources back that you need to save for the fusion. So ones which are not energy hungry, go for it. Ones which are, I would say, don't burn your gems, don't burn down the house to get those type of stuff, get those type of rewards. So in the meantime, what I've done masteries on Helicath, I've done masteries on my Fane in this kind of like week period we've had in between. So now I'm kind of back in a position of I need to get food ready for the fusion. I need to gather silver. I need to gather shards. I need to gather eventually energy, and I need to gather gems. Yeah, so kind of got 5 things really that I need to work on between now and then. We've got a clan v clan next week, which is going to be a big like energy boost and resource chunk, which is going to be helpful just before the fusion starts. But this is where I want to be really. I just want to be food farming with my energy for the next week. That's it. Like, it sounds boring, but that's it. So how do I get the maximum food, energy, usage without using gems, and also gathering as much silver as I can? That's my aim. That's basically what I need to do. And it's going to be in this little fella here, Spider. And I showed a video on this courtesy of someone from my Discord, Jintan, the other day. But I'm going to be doing single Deliana spider runs with food. And that is going to give me, basically, my food champions start to get leveled on a day. You can see I've already been doing it here. I've got a load of level 20s ready to go. My food champions get leveled out whilst I'm running Spider stage 10. And I'm gaining equipment to sell. So the accessories you sell from Spider sell for a lot of money, a lot of silver, or you're finding stuff you actually want to keep. Either way, it's actually the best place to be to farm silver. whilst getting levels. If you've got a stronger Deliana than mine, yours is already a 6-star, whatever, then you could farm a higher stage. And it might be for your account, you've got someone who farms stage 20 Dragon, for example, with food champions. Then, yeah, do it in there. I'm just choosing Spider for me because it's going to be where I gain the resources I need the most. Silver and farming champions. Now, a few of you might be pretty short on potions and stuff like that. It doesn't matter so much for this type of fragment because you're actually not going to need a whole load of stacked potions. So, yeah, look, if you're just trying to like replenish and you've got enough resources for it, fine. I will not be in any keeps over the next week. There's no need. I could level champions and collect pots, by the way. I could do the same thing that I'm doing in Spider in a keep if I really wanted to kind of like build up my pot count. But I get a lot less silver here and a bit less experience. So I'm not going to do that, but it's definitely something you could do if that's where you want to farm your kind of silver and XP. Whilst making sure that I get through as far as I can through Doom Tower. And again, collect the resources along the way. This rotation is one of the easier rotations, I think. So, you know, I'm going to be just pumping my way through as far as I can every day. And I think that come, you know, a week's time, I think I'll be in a fairly strong position to give this second fragment a go. Bearing in mind, I think I'm going to be good for at least one of the big shard events, which was always going to be my barrier in the past. It's just about now, can I build enough resources to, you know, comfortably do the rest of it? And I think that I can. If you're like a newer player and you didn't see my previous, like, get ready for Helicath video, I'll ping it at the end because I also talked about how you get your alt accounts done. Yeah, so doing the alt accounts for you is really important to get you things like the free void shards, the extra energy bundles, which I used on the Helicath fusion. Yeah, so stuff like that. I did it myself. I farmed 3 of my own alts on the referral program here. I've still got the XP boost to go. But basically, I picked up 600 energy and 3 void shards. And it took me about 4 days or so of grinding my referral accounts through BlueStacks. So I'll ping that video at the end. And you can go in and kind of watch that back and see how to do that. But it's incredibly easy if you're playing on a PC and quick. So a couple other little ones I'm going to be doing for this prep. I've got Fuse Relic Keeper as my next mission. That's 100 gems, by the way. But I will save this actual mission for the champion chase element of the fusion. So I'll make sure that I've got all of the stuff ready to fuse Relic Keeper for that. And then there'll be a few missions that follow, which will get me more resources. So that's always helpful to kind of know where you are and, you know, pick off the ones that are going to help you. There's shards in there and bits and pieces as well. And I'm also going to continue buying up the fragments in the bazaar. So these 2 fellas here will give me champion chase points for the next fusion. And Drex, I'm kind of well on my way to now. So again, just making sure that any bits that you can do to give you free points in relevant stuff. So you see here I'm on 90 now, which is close. And then I've still got 28 days on Drex. So Drex I will not get within this fusion event. I'll get it for the next one. But you can see these 2 will give me some points to pick them when we do champion chase. And then I'll also be able to use Broadmoor as well. So I'll get another like 350 points in champion chase for Broadmoor. So all of a sudden you start to get, I'll also be able to fuse Relic Keeper actually. So I start to get a few ways of getting free points for champion chase events, which means that my shard count then goes towards Summon Rush or more towards Summon Rush. So there's a few things that you can do and we've still got time to get it done. But yeah, you know, just stay on top of what do you need? Where's your kind of shortfall and what's your avenue to get there? It's doable. Back-to-back fusions are doable. This is the 5th possible fusion since I've been on the free-to-play. And this will be the 3rd one that I'm going for out of 5. Yeah. It's just resource management. It's just using your resources at the right time. And I think I'm going to get there. I will, again, kind of show you the path because I feel like this is another big one for people to get. So on the free-to-play, I'll be doing regular update videos so you can kind of see where I am. But mark these down. Look, 530 gems now, 5 mil silver. My shard count, 31730. And we'll see kind of where I get to by the time the fusion event actually goes live. Anyway, I've been Hell Hades, free to play. Good luck. I'll see you later.